Um, how did you guys think through the absence? Price is always an issue in the absence of value. So how do you guys evaluate that when you're looking at a Buckingham or a solution out there?
I mean, I'll start it. It's if you're coming in with the mindset with anything you expend in your business as a cost, there's a pain point to it. But if you're going to start looking at it as an investment, then you could turn it into a profit center. And the opportunity cost, and I think Jared was hitting on this too, the opportunity cost of time that you actually put into generating quarterly statements and sending out billing and doing some of the rebalancing activity that you're doing. Yeah, I get every little piece of it can probably be done, but you're taking time away from client meeting activities. You're taking time away from leading your team. You're taking time away from prospecting for clients. And anybody who's ever read a Nick Burry book knows that you're really supposed to be in front of clients all the time. That's really what you're supposed to be doing. That's your highest and best use. So I'll add to that I think leading your team is probably 1A, 1 and 1A. So being a good coach, being a good mentor, being a good leader for your team, setting that example, that's where you need to be all the time. And if you're willing to invest in your business, if you want proof of concept, then it becomes a pretty easy decision. It's an investment. It's not a cost.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll just reiterate what Neel just said. Every quarter, I get to look at how much revenue we generated gross, how much I'm paying to Buckingham, and how much I get to retain. And thus far, I've never been resentful of the fee that I'm paying to Buckingham because I'm experiencing tangible, measurable, observable value that I'm not resentful of the compensation that they've earned over the prior 90 days. And thus far in our relationship, anytime I have expectations that haven't been met, there's always an openness to learn and grow and get better together. And that level of engagement, openness to learning, growing, and improvement, it's been a wonderful relationship. But there's every 90 days I get that opportunity, and thus far we're continuing to grow, where the value that we receive is greater than the cost that we pay.
Yeah, and I think it's an opportunity for us to also articulate that the way we structure our relationships with firms is that it's not you get up on board with us and you're locked in for 5 years. It's basically a rolling 90-day agreement. So if it doesn't meet your expectations or there's something that's not working, we're one going to try and find a solution together, or two, if it's just ultimately we need to go our separate ways, we just ask that you let us know 90 days in advance. That allows you to get systems up and running. We run that relationship specifically because we think that it helps both of us mutually keep the value side of the equation in balance. So great way of articulating it, guys.